recording.
What's up, Kalahan? Okay, so in response to your question about my review, we're going to talk about two things. One is how to move while shuffling or sliding your feet. The other one is about having an active defense that's not overly static. We'll start with the feet. In your video, you were doing a lot of this kind of motion. And it's not that it's wrong, there's a reason for everything. Some people really don't like legs getting crossed up. There's time and a place. For example, if you want to spin, crossing your feet is a really good way to start you already in the process. What I'm talking about when we talk about shuffling your feet or sliding your feet, I want to be able to make a step while bringing this foot up so that I can continue to press without making too much weight on either foot. I don't want to be too heavy. Every time I get too heavy, it's easy for someone to take advantage. If I get too crossed up, it's really hard to change direction or respond to someone like pressing you. So with the ability to bring one foot up while you're moving around, this is a simple thing you can practice basically anywhere at any time. And as you get better at it, you can start sort of doing some of that, switching my feet and kind of meandering all over the field. That'll be pretty good. Now, active defense. I just have a punch shield for the example, don't worry about that. This applies to basically every form of defense anyways. When I talk about like your defense being too static, it's that, well, at least in the single and in the board, you're sort of basically hung out in the same position the entire time, kind of without fail, until you were ready to throw, regardless of what your opponent was doing. And the thing that you need to worry about is getting taken advantage of. So when we talk about it, if I'm going to get into combat with somebody, if I'm not in range, I don't have to be posted up in my stance, that static stance, and I can take my hand and I can keep it sort of active while I'm moving in the fight. So I'm not hanging out for them to take advantage of this, because if it just chills, it's going to get, or it should get manipulated. I'll at least like to manipulate your equipment. The other downside is if you're high and static, your hip becomes very available in pretty much every format, and your outside arm and inside arm, you're making it defensively hard on yourself and really easy offensively for me, where I now have a lot of options to try to take advantage of. And you want to make that as challenging for me offensively by not keeping this too static, being able to move your guard, keeping it sort of active and engaged while you're doing whatever it is you're doing, and remembering your sort of structure with your feet. So that's a quick rundown of it. I don't want to take up too much time. We can talk more at depth, and there's a bunch of videos online. SKBC has footwork classes, totally worth checking out. They'll have good input. And just pay attention to what your hand is doing, and I think you'll start seeing pretty much immediate success. Thank you.